We now know what the Joker's real name is. Are you excited, Nick? What? Oh, what the fuck indeed. Let's talk about the Joker. Not the Joker the movie, but the Joker the character. One of the things.
Oh yeah.
Have you already read that? Do you know? Do you know the thing?
You go ahead and talk. I know.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you actually sent this to
talk.
me. I saw this elsewhere, but you sent this as well. I didn't know if you read it, but
Yep.
so one of the big things, the Joker's an iconic character, and he is turned up in countless movies and mediums, and he's Batman's arch nemesis, one of the most popular villains around. But one of the things, all kinds of things are known about the Joker and his different iterations, but one of the things that is not known about him is the Joker's real name. I mean, with the exception of maybe Arthur Fleck and Jack Napier, but those aren't, his official names. The Joker's name has always been a bit of a mystery. Well, that is until now. Apparently, we now know what the Joker's real name is. Are you excited, Nick? What? Oh, what the fuck indeed. Wait till you hear this story. So.
Yeah, I have things to say.
Now, this is the comic book. This is to do with a new comic book that came out. But, the movies, they do like to adapt the comic books to a certain amount. So, in Flashpoint Beyond, number 5, which is presumably a new comic book series, official comic book series, Bruce Wayne's father, Thomas, we know that character, is Batman. And he's facing off against his ex-wife and Bruce's mother, Martha. Martha! So, Bruce Wayne...
You said that name.
Bruce Wayne is Batman, and he's facing off against his ex-wife now. In this different reality, Martha spiraled into darkness because of her son's murder. So apparently, Bruce was murdered instead of them. And she eventually becomes this universe's version of the Joker. Now, you may be saying, oh, so that's kind of a cock tease. The Joker's name is Martha. No, that's not what we're talking about. She is in that universe. This is Psycho Pirate, which I guess is another one of those Calendar Man-esque characters that I'm not familiar with. A psychic supervillain ended up in Flashpoint universe, and Martha got her creepy clown hands on him. She was able to torture him for information about Earth Zero because she wanted to know about a timeline where her son lived and went on to do great things. Now, in this torturing, apparently... in torturing him, she found out not only the stuff about her son, but she found out some side information, mainly who the Joker is. And apparently, he is a failed comedian with a wife and son who worked as a janitor at Wayne Casino, named Jack Oswald White. There it is. The Joker's official name within our or within the main universe is Jack Oswald White. What do you think?
This is some bullshit. No, here's how I look at it. If they're gonna reset this at some point, anyways, the Joker's been called many things. His life has been many things. I think some of the best renditions of the Joker, or like for instance in the Harley Quinn animated series, where he just becomes the mayor and decides he's going to have a family life and become a nice guy or whatever. This shit's funny. But the thing about the Joker that makes him so cool is you don't know what the fuck he is or who he is. Yes, there's been like the Killing Joke where the guy turns into Joker, or the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, which is not really the I don't know what's going on with that, but it's just cool enough to know the Joker's name because it makes it more mysterious. That's why Heath Ledger's Joker was so good, because you didn't know what the fuck you don't know if he was telling the truth, you don't know if he was lying. Nobody knew his name. They just knew he was a guy that was fucking insane, and that's what the Joker is. This isn't like Oswald Cobblepot or Enigma, Edward Nigma or something like that. This is just a chaos of evil. I don't really want to see his backstory. Like, cool, the Killing Joke was cool, but it's like, if this is what they're going to officially go with, then why?
Because everybody needs answers. That's why.
I guess. I guess.
I don't believe that. I think, like you said, Heath Ledger's Joker, one of the great things that character did, and Heath Ledger did with it, was every time he showed up to tell somebody about, let me tell you about my scars. Every time he did that, it was a different fucking story. And like he was so all over the place. And what it ultimately, and you find out in the movie pretty much says this, it does not matter who he is, because who he is chaos.
Yeah.
He is just chaos. It doesn't matter who he was. This is who he is now. And I prefer the mystique of not ever knowing the Joker's name. I feel like this is sacrilege. This is something that should not have ever been put out there. It shouldn't have even been thought of by the creators. They should have just said, no, it should just be totally off the table. His name is nobody, John Doe. I mean, he should not have a name. His name is Joker. So, I mean, I don't get, what do people get from this? In reading that, I mean, the allure of, oh, who is the Joker? What's his name? Of course people are going to read that. Of course, I click on this on this thing to figure out who it is. But once I read it, who gives a fuck? Do you think I am any better now because I know that the Joker's name is officially Jack Oswald White?
You know what would have been really bad? If they had named him Joe Kerr. That had been his name. That would have been 10 times worse than what they're calling him. Like, it literally,
that
like,
is some
Joe
shit they would have
Kerr.
done.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
J-O-E,
like, that would
like K-E-R. Or like C, you know, yeah, I get what you're saying. Oh, that would have been amazing. Amazingly bad. Amazingly bad. But that's some shit that you would expect. That's some wah, wah, wah. This is more just kind of like, all right. This proves it would never be fulfilling, no matter what name you gave it, unless you ended up giving him some type of like connected lineage to someone else. That is the only time it would have meant anything. This means nothing. It's just Jack Oswald White. What the fuck? Who cares? Why did they do this? I don't get it. I just don't get it. But I mean, the whole Martha being the Joker thing, I mean, I got questions about that, but whatever. I could live with that. It's another universe. Yeah. But going back and I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get the allure here. Maybe the comic book is amazing. I haven't read this comic book. I'm reading an article talking about it. But what does this add? This adds nothing. This is fan service, but it's the worst kind because you're giving the fans what they want, but what they really want is you to continue doing what the fuck you've been doing and teasing them and never saying who the Joker is. That's just the truth. But do you think that this is ever going to show up in film form? Or is this the last time we've seen the name Jack Oswald White?
No.
I hope not.
I don't think it is, yeah.
I hope not. Well, you guys out there in movie land, entertainment land, viewers, let us know. What do you think about the Joker's official name? He has been named Jack Oswald White. J-O-W. Jaw. Let us know what you think of the Joker's official name. Are you just blown away? Or are you like, what the fuck? I don't care. Let us know in the comments below.